Hello, welcome to the Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 399. This is your host, Shaun Tutor.
And this is Sam. And this is a Tutor episode where we try to teach you something new.
What's up?
This is Lily.
Lily's hanging out. She's spitting up. Good work. Yeah, Lily's joining us.
Mm-hmm.
We attempted not, and we made it 1 minute.
Yep.
Not even 1 minute.
Yep.
30 seconds. It's warm out today. She's spitting up.
It's very warm out. It's a beautiful day.
Beautiful day. I spent too much of it with my shirt off, and my life hurts.
Your life hurts?
My life hurts. My brain is fried. I just want to sit in a cold tub and take a nap.
Yeah. Too bad we don't have an ice bath and a sauna.
Too bad.
Someday.
Yep.
Okay, what are we tutoring about?
So we're going to do a quick one today because I've got way too much shit to do.
Yep.
But this is finding some time.
I like it.
Talked to my friend Mason yesterday, and we were talking about, I asked him if he comes back to Eau Claire much. He said not much, just time doesn't allow. I said, I get it. Or he said, you probably understand that now more than ever. I said, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, what are some things you're doing to find some time? And because both him and myself are entrepreneurs, and so we tend to be busy.
Yeah. And then you add a kid on top of it.
Well, you add a kid on top of it. And then we got podcasting. We got Whiskeria. And
hobbies.
So, yeah, I mean, it's, from what I noticed, at least the general consensus is entrepreneurs tend to have less time than someone working just a W-2 job.
Oh, for sure.
And so anyways, some of the stuff we have done or do that help us get some time back. Number one, we have a cleaner come.
Mm-hmm.
So we still have to do our dishes.
Do like the little daily things. Dishes, laundry, pick up stuff that's around. But like the deep cleaning, the mopping of the floors, scrubbing the tub and toilet.
Yep.
That stuff we don't have to do.
Yeah, we have someone come in and do that. So that's kind of nice. Deep cleaning of the house. We hire that out now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it used to be like every Sunday I would spend like 4 or 5 hours cleaning. And Shaun eventually was just like, we could use your time in a more wisely fashion.
Yeah, I wouldn't say maybe like every few. We were doing that.
Cleaning?
Yeah.
At Robin, I was cleaning every Sunday for like 4 or 5 hours. I don't know if you remember that.
I think you're on drugs, but okay. I don't remember that. But it was still a lot, like it was just a lot of time.
It was a lot of time.
A lot of time. So, we still got to do shit. We still got to clean, but that helps.
It helps a lot.
Yeah, it helps a lot. So yeah, we hire a cleaner. Let's see. We hire someone to mow our lawn.
That one's really... Cleaners aren't too expensive. Maybe a little hard to find, but not too expensive. Mowing the lawn, so easy to find a little neighborhood kid to offer him money.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. So that's nice to be able to get the lawn mowed and shit.
I think if we had a smaller yard, it wouldn't be as big of a deal to mow our lawn. But it takes 2-3 hours for Shaun to mow the lawn.
It takes like 2 hours to mow and then like 30 minutes to weed whack. So, yeah, it's just nice to not have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So mowing. Let's see. We recently outsourced meal prepping.
Yeah, that's helped.
that's kind of huge.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, our meal prepping's outsourced, which is really nice.
So, I mean, you got to think 2-3 hours of cleaning a week we don't have to do anymore. 2-3 hours of lawn mowing every 2 weeks we don't have to do anymore. And then 2-3 hours of meal prepping now we don't have to do a week.
No, meal prepping's like 6 hours.
Oh yeah, 6 hours. Sorry, I was thinking 2-3 hours per time.
Per time, 6 to 7 hours. Let's clean up and shit. Oh. So yeah, it's a lot that we don't have to do now.
I mean, right there, it's about 10 to 12 hours a week.
It's roughly 10 hours a week, yeah. So roughly 10 hours a week right there. What else we do? We brought the gym to our office.
Yeah, because it was convenient for me to have our gym pass because when I worked, not for ourselves, the gym was right there. So it was a 5-minute drive. So I would take an hour lunch break, pop down to the gym, work out for 45 minutes, come back, and then I would just eat and work at the same time.
Right.
To actually eat. But now our office is nowhere near where the gym is. So it's like a 15-minute drive one way.
Right.
15-20-minute drive one way. So yeah. So putting it in our basement of our office now cuts down half an hour of driving.
Right. Plus.
Half an hour of driving a day.
Right. Yeah. So that helps. That helps a ton. Is having the office having the gym in the office. What else have we done? I mean, like as far as like business wise, we got an assistant to help with a lot of the tasks that aren't income generating tasks, but are necessary tasks.
Yes.
Like they still have to happen. They still have to occur. You still got to pay bills. You still got to communicate with customers and stuff. Still got to have tenants and properties.
Got to pay bills.
Yeah, I said that.
Did you say that? Sorry.
That. Yeah.
Lead gen.
Yeah, lead gen. Yep. Which that does help bring some income.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, I mean, they're all like integral parts that aren't like actual
money
income
makers.
Generators. Yeah. So
sometimes a part runner.
Oh yeah.
Material
runner and shit, and tools if we need it. That, I mean, those things right there have given us so much time.
Yeah.
And has allowed us to be able to focus a little more on tasks that are higher dollar per hour tasks.
I hope you guys just heard that.
Baby just rocked the poo.
Yeah, she did.
So yeah, it kind of goes like this. Like, if you want to have a life outside of work, or you want to be able to spend time with your kids, spend time with your dog, spend time doing hobbies, you have to be creative and start passing things off. I used to work on our vehicles.
Yeah.
All of them. I rarely work on our vehicles now.
Yep.
Just a tooting over there.
Yeah,
just happy as can be. Good.
Yeah, that was one thing, like, Shaun has talked about how he's wanted to, like, work on vehicles again because he's just like, well, we can save this much money. And I'm like, yeah, can you make more than that in the time you're going to be spending on that vehicle? And he's just like, oh, yeah. So, like, that's, like, one way to think about it, especially as an entrepreneur, is, like, okay, if I pawn off meal prep for 6 hours a week, can I make more money? Versus how much I pay for it.
Right.
And most of the time, like, especially right now for us, the answer is yes. A lot of times we won't be spending that time making money, but now we have 6 hours a week that I can do dishes and do laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have 6 hours a week I can do more office work, right?
Or hang out with the kid.
Or hang out with the kid.
Or go do something to enjoy life.
Yeah. Wow.
Dude, that kid is lighting you up, dude. Oh my God.
I really hope you guys could hear that. That was impressive.
That's so bad, dude.
Yep. So yeah, it is and we've talked about it before, leveraging your time and whatnot. You have to make sure you're in a good spot to do it.
Right, you are.
If you're gonna do it, make sure it's worth it. Make sure you're actually doing something that's important. Because if you're just gonna spend that extra 6 hours scrolling on your phone, you could be fucking meal prepping then. You shouldn't be spending money to scroll on your phone.
Right, yeah, and we've talked about that at a lot of things. It's like, if you're actually doing shit, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're just fucking off and watching Netflix, then why didn't you do it?
Right.
So, yeah. What else we got?
A lot of times we kind of divide and conquer now.
Oh, yeah.
We used to do a lot of things together. But now with a child, obviously it is quite a bit harder. But it is just nice. Some mornings now, Shaun's been staying home and working on office stuff. And that's just really nice because then it's a little bit easier for me because when he makes his breakfast, now he makes both of our breakfasts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little bit of a time saver for me. Since you're already doing it, you might as well do both.
Right.
And then it also is just nice to be I need to go do this for 15 minutes, hold this kid.
Right.
So that has been something that's kind of nice. Obviously not everyone can do that, but in the afternoons, I would suggest dividing and conquering more.
Well, and then now we work out more together again, because we haven't for a while, but now we work out, and so then we can switch off with the baby in between sets and stuff, so the other person can hit sets.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a pretty good baby, pretty easy baby, but she hits a point where she's sick of being alone. So we can usually get a good first 15, 20 minutes where Shaun and I both can work out.
Yeah.
And then she's someone pay attention to me.
Right.
She just wants someone to talk to like this.
Yeah.
So then, we switch off. One of us will do a set, and then the other one will watch the baby, switch off, back and forth.
Right.
It takes a little bit longer, but we both get it done that way.
Right. Which isn't bad. It's good to have good rest periods, especially strength training.
Yeah.
Let me see here. What else? Do you think anything else that we do?
Of things we do to save time. I don't know. I feel I just try to keep up with, especially household tasks, laundry and dishes. I try to just keep up with it in smaller chunks. I'm sure it's not a time saver, but it just feels more time saving when I'm only doing it for 10, 15 minutes at a time instead of half an hour, 45 minutes.
Right. I like to plan my days, and I talked about this last episode. I like to plan my days so then I can group shit together.
Yeah.
So I'm not driving all around and going back and blah. I like to group shit so I can strategically bing, 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 knock things off my list so I'm not wasting my life.
Well, even let's say we're already at Menards for something, we'll be actually, let's just get this and this here as well, because that's one less store we have to go to.
Right.
Because sure, it's not as good of quality stuff, but saving that 15, 20 minutes to go to another store is it's just worth it.
Yeah. Yep, that's true.
Especially with this thing, because she can go off the handle of I need more food in seconds.
Right.
So saving those minutes is really helpful to us right now.
Mm-hmm. And then the last thing, which we haven't started doing, we do it kind of, so like having a babysitter. So like we'll drop her off with family or friends. God, she's just pouring.
I know.
We'll drop her off with family and friends, or they'll come over here. Usually we have someone watching her when we podcast, but today is a different day.
People have lives, so.
People got lives, so we didn't get that luxury today. So here she is. But yeah, usually we try to get a babysitter, so they can watch her while we podcast. We usually do like one thing a week, and we'll drop her off, and we'll do whatever that one thing a week is.
Yeah. So I mean, probably next weekend we'll probably drop her off so we can do some outdoor work without a baby.
Yeah.
It's just nice to get like 3-4 hours without having another human being to watch.
Right. And then the last thing, what would the last thing be? And then like daycare.
Yeah.
Which we don't do daycare yet, but we're going to be having, we're going to have some babysitters come to the office for 20 hours a week. So that Sam will be able to get some shit done in the afternoons.
Yeah.
So that'll be really good.
Yeah. It's just so then I can be more intentional with my time. Because, I mean, right now I am working 20-ish hours a week, but it's not a good 20 hours. Right. I'm working with my left hand only, or my right hand only.
Right.
For probably half of that. So
it'll be more productive now.
Yeah.
A lot more productive. So that will be good. That will be good. So yeah, those are some of the things that we do. Obviously, some people do daycare full time. A lot of people do because 2-income households.
Yeah.
It's the world we live in, sadly.
Yeah.
So we didn't want to do that. So we've planned our lives so we don't have to do that.
Basically.
At least don't have to do full-time daycare. We still will we're getting a babysitter, and then we're looking into daycares for part-time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. We'll see how the summer goes and then kind of reassess.
Right. But yeah, definitely need something in general, at least 15, 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But yeah, just like we say, just take a scorecard of your life, of your days, and just find where time is wasted. Find where like you realize, oh, I'm just scrolling for an hour every day at this time of day. Okay, well, that's an hour I could be doing something else. Or you're like, oh man, I was already on the south side of town today and I have to go back there. Okay, well, that's a good half hour one way, 20 minutes one way that you're wasting. So yeah, just being mindful and strategic with what you do. There's a lot of times that like because there are some stores that are only on the south side of town and it's a 20-minute drive. So we'll sometimes not even get what we need until like we're over there for a job or something, right. Like until it stacks up too much where we're like, okay, we finally need to go. Or, oh, hey, I'm down here for a job. I'm just going to pop in quick because I'm already down here.
Right.
So yeah, being strategic is definitely a key to finding time.
Yeah.
You got to just look at your days and see what you can afford to leverage out if possible.
Right.
And just cut out the waste.
Right. Cool. Yeah, the last thing we talked about was like he's got his own company and he's busy and working all the time, but he needs write-offs because of income. And he's talking about getting into real estate again because he's had some real estate in the past. And one of the things I recommended to him was like going to a RIA, finding some people who like find and manage properties full time, partner with them. They find the deal, they manage the deal, you bring the money. And that way you get your write-offs, you get a partnership, you don't have to spend your time trying to find real estate, manage real estate, all that shit. you can partner with someone who will do all that so you can focus on what you do to make the most money.
Yeah. Yeah, because to be honest, owning real estate is not a passive income.
No.
It's very active.
Very active. I don't even know where real estate and passive became in the same fucking thing.
No, the only way would be doing that if you just put in the money and you partner with someone who does all the work.
Right. Yeah, dude, because even they're like, oh, just get real estate and then have someone manage it. Yeah, you still got to find a deal.
Yeah.
You still got to underwrite deals. You still got to do all that work up front, marketing, whatever, to get the deal.
Well, and you still have to manage the management company. We found that out the hard way.
Big time.
So, yeah, even if you have a management company, you still have to manage them. And it's a headache.
Right. Cool. You got anything else on time?
No, I mean, like, it's something that Shaun and I are obviously still working on.
Yeah,
Forever and ever. And you'll probably always be working on it, which is a good thing. So, yeah, just constantly check in with where your life is at and see what you can do to create more time.
Yeah, love that. Oh, one last thing. We use a bunch of subcontractors, bunch of independent contractors to help get work done because it would be actually impossible for Kyle and I to do all the work.
Mm-hmm.
So we use guys who are good at what they do, been doing it for years, and they can get a ton of shit done.
Yeah, they can.
They can get a lot more done in an hour than I can.
Mm-hmm. And we're strategic with how we use them too, because some of them are faster at flooring, some of them are faster at any kind of custom carpentry work.
Right.
So we strategically use them for what their strengths are as well.
For sure. All right. That's all we got, guys. Take an audit of where you're spending your time and if you could spend it wiser.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Peace.
See ya.